Hey guys, it's Shannon with Apex Tarot, and I hope that you're doing fantastic. So, you guys know me, the Spirit speaks expressively here, and the Spirit said to wear camouflage today because people are trying to get away. Okay, so if you guys watched any of those videos, that's exactly what people are trying to strategize and how to get away with things, okay? So I want people to really pay attention to what's around you today. Open your ears to what's being said and what's not being said today. It could cost you everything, okay? Some people have children, grandchildren involved in situations, okay? And there's a lot of stuff coming to the light that's going to be forced, okay? I've been hearing in my spirit for some time now that there's a shakedown coming. There's a big shakedown. We've been seeing that tower, and it's literally coming from the top to the bottom and from the bottom to the top. The divine is doing a real tangible new thing. And people think that, you know, those shady people trying to hide with their camouflage on ain't going to be able to do it. Okay, these are manipulators. Okay, I'm right now in my mind, I'm thinking of a, we've been talking about the 8. The 8's been coming out a lot here on this channel. And I told this morning on one of my channels that I woke up this morning and the Spirit began to speak to me about my Social Security card, my number. You know, people had broken my house and came in, and when I moved in this apartment, they messed with my floors. They came in, they did all kinds of stuff. Going through my stuff, that's why, you know, I have to protect my own self within things. And anyway, I was telling on there how the Spirit, I woke up, the Spirit had my Social Security card number running through my head and said, go add it. And it represents an 8. Okay? Now, I've talked on this channel before how energy flows both ways. So you could have something over you that is actually a mirror of something, and, you know, depending on who you are on the inside, you know if you're a person of integrity. Okay? The 8, I don't care what you are, there's positive and negative to you and I all day long, every day, and every day is a choice. Okay? My number breaks to that 8, y'all. Now, what's amazing to me is months ago, I got on, when I first started my channel, the Spirit had been revealing to me that about people being undercover and stuff like that. And I'd had to really go back on my wall. I don't know why I call it a wall. Well, 8 is also being protected inside of a tent wall, but you're able to move around as well. And the Spirit had told me that I was protected because I had to be protected because of wickedness that had been around me. But I'd have to really go back on my channel to find this video if I still have it. I got rid of a lot of stuff as well. But I did a whole video, I think it was around the time when Jupiter was in Scorpio. And that's energy that will make the truth come to the surface. Okay? That maybe had been even a year and a half ago. I'm not sure. It's been quite some time ago. And that's before I really knew anything. You know, I've grown so much since then. You know, I am a Sagittarius. And when I was born, my Jupiter that rules over that sign was actually in the 8th house itself. Well, I didn't know any of that stuff. I was learning. Certain things were coming across my path, and the Spirit, I wasn't going digging up stuff unless the Spirit told me to. But it was already as above, so below, working on the inside of my spirit to reveal a thing, because the Spirit went before me and knew that everything that I've been through, all this hardship that people put me in because of their camouflage, literally was playing out around me to reveal a thing for the masses. That they tried to trick me and put some type of title over me, and the Spirit said, well, I'll turn that thing around. And I'll put a crown on them, or take the crown from them and give it to you, and make them wear the frown. Okay? It's amazing to me because I've told on this channel before that my name will actually even go back to the word crown. And they gave me a cable name when I first had cable in my house, that one of the sign-in names to it was had the word crown within that. They know who I am. Y'all know who I am. I know you officials know that are watching this tower right here. Okay? And you know I'm upright. And you know that I've helped you all along to crack this case. Because I know that you guys knew what was inside of me even when I didn't. Some of you did. Some of you real high officials knew who I was. And I know that, and I'm not stupid. I know you guys know I'm not. And Spirit has taught me along the way who I have become and am and was. All the same. Because we never... anyway, I don't want to get off on that. I get a little scattered like Saggies can get, right? So I'm going to keep focus here. Jupiter itself represents protection, and then where Jupiter was when I was born in the 8th house was protecting me there in that death-like dark energy. Okay, that's why law is so much attached to me. Because I myself, the Spirit was showing me a year and a half ago when he began to talk to me is, baby girl, you're actually a private detective yourself, because I am. I mean, I didn't go through all the schooling and stuff. I was just born in it. Okay? Some people are born with a silver spoon in their mouth and abuse that kind of stuff. And you got real people that were born to be what they're supposed to be and didn't have to go through all that kind of stuff. And they're humble in it and they learned a different way. But people, because they are superficial, want to look at that and go, well, we had to pay thousands of dollars to get that. And you know, they're superficial about accepting just who your makeup of who you are. Okay? And Spirit's trying to do a new thing in the earth, and people getting off. Now, I'm not saying anything about education. We need education. It's beautiful. I love to learn. You know, if I would have had the money, and I know that I'm rich, and there's been a lot of things that have been taken from me, and I'm already rich within. I know how to pull that stuff from within to live. I don't need a whole bunch of stuff, but I am going to live in a mansion. I am. You watch me go, because it's my time. But there's people that have literally been born there, and they're so damn prideful. This is why all this stuff is happening and coming to the surface, using the underdog to bring a thing to the surface, so that everyone can start on the same foundation where it all began. Using that tower all over again, the proud being knocked down, and having knowledge that nobody was nothing, and people holding information back and not teaching people the way they should have been taught. Nobody's better than anybody else just because their makeup and their combination's different. Okay, now we do have people out there that are absolutely wicked, and for whatever reason they've got mental illness. Okay, but we still... We must, you know, care for that kind of stuff, right? And I respect all you educational people out there. Without you, we wouldn't be able to learn. That's what teachers are for. I applaud you. So some people was able to go to college, and some of us weren't. Some of us had learning disabilities because that was placed on us by people who knew how to manipulate energies and stuff like that. But God, the true God, came up and said, okay, well, for a time, and then I'm going to use those foolish things to confound the wise. What they did to my people, they dumbed them down on purpose. And he said, I'll raise you up. Right in the midst of all of them, all the proud, he said, well, I've got a whatever whatever titles you all got over you. He used the dumb that they dumbed down to show a beautiful thing. Okay? So today is a day for people to really pay attention. Things aren't always as they seem around you. So my point here that I want to get on here and talk about, because I'm seeing this octopus is also an 8. It's got 8 tentacles to it, right? I hope this isn't scattered, because I feel like I'm saying a couple of things. And like I said, I respect everybody, okay? I'm just making a point because I've been so humiliated. People called me bisexual. People lied on me. I've had enough. And when you've walked in my shoes, then and only then can you get in my face and say something about what I'm saying here. This is my journey. Okay, and I'm here for the people, to help the people, to come up higher, and to get out of the grasp of all these. Look, an octopus is also a camouflage. Okay, and that's what we're dealing with, people that have camouflaged themselves. That 8, and people have had to be in the 8 to be protected. And then the other negative part of the 8 is the ones that had the tentacles, that wanted to bring a thing in and to really to suck their life away. What else is an 8? Those spiders that want to get you up in those webs and suck the blood out of people. Blood suckers, bloodthirsty men. They're caught now. Their time is up. They do have an end. That's why the Spirit said to me that's why a lot of things that when I'm doing cards and stuff, not anybody can do. I mean, anybody can go buy cards and do it, okay? But when the Spirit tells you to go do something, the Spirit's going to back up what the Spirit said, okay? That's why when I do cards, I'm able to pull up the truth from that, because of where my Jupiter placement was when I was born, in that dark 8th house. That's what Jupiter does in Scorpio. It makes the truth come up out of it. Makes it. Can't hide it. And it's expansive there, because that's where Jupiter is. That is what Jupiter is. Okay? It's about truth and luck and fortune and travel. And that's why all this stuff is coming out, to show a thing that people that are trying to be all hiding and stuff like that, they're not going to get away with it. Not on my channel. Not on my channel. I'm looking for a world to live in for truth's sake. Okay? I don't think you like to be stolen from. Matter of fact, I know you don't. And for those of you who have spent lots of money and you are at your expertise in what you do, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I too want to be appreciated, because I'm human just like you. I've been segregated, but it was also for a purpose as well. It's time for me to break free from this stuff. This octopus represents mystery. Well, that is the 8th house. Okay, so that 8 has to be there. And also, because that 8 is also over me as well, there's been a mystery about me. And I've even had things inside me that I was like, okay, that's a mystery just even to myself. That's why Spirit said, know yourself. Who are you? You're even a mystery. You even have that 8th house somewhere in your chart. 8 is also about insight. Of course it is. Because it takes things down and it brings it to the light. Camouflage when it feels threatened. The Spirit said to wear this because people right now are feeling threatened because the truth is coming out. They cannot hide from reaping and sowing. Look, what they did to people, that rune stated that it was a, what did it say? That it was a loss, but it was also a victory. And we've seen that on that other reading that we did today as well. So this is people are trying to blend in, putting their face on. Hey, they've been doing that for a while, but they know that we've been seeing all those swords in people's heads. Oh my God, when they in their head, in their bed, because they know what they did, and they got to get up every day and try to defend that crap, and they can't. It's over. It's over. So I just want to get on here and chit-chat for a second about that. I'm going to get on here and check the energies in the right now moments. I was told to keep my mouth shut about something the other day. I had a phone call. I know you guys are, those of you officials that are not in the upright, and whoever is on my phone gates. Because when I try to call this number back from this Mr. Watson, or the noose oh, really now? Hold on just a second, please. One moment, please. very disgusting what I'm seeing right here, right now. Give me just a second here. So, Mr. Watson read the other way. The phonics. Nous. N-O-S. Okay? Sun. Nous. As well. Leo. Ruled by the sun. W-A-T-S-O-N. Well, the T-A-W in the Hebrew is the 22nd letter. It's a mark. It's a sign. It's a signature. It's to mark out a place. For what? For what? Sacrifice. What's the sacrifice in the tarot? That's Piscean energy. That's Neptune. Okay? Let me read something here that the Spirit had me go read after I went back and listened to one of those. I go back a lot and watch my stuff. I like my stuff as well. Because I guess if you like your videos, it helps, get out there for other people to watch it. So if you guys think I'm stuck on myself, hell, I'm not stuck on myself at all. A lot of times I go back to listen to see what the Spirit is saying, because it's also speaking to me. It speaks to all of us because we're all a part of each other. Just a second, I got to find this. Okay. So we had that Seven of Cups that keeps coming out. And I wanted to read it out of this card deck that I used this morning when I used the Hebrew alphabet homemade card deck and the Hebrew deck itself that I used with the rune at the end. But this represented obviously fantasies and illusions, because that's the card of consequences and choices, and that's where we're at right here in the immediate future. It said the Seven of Cups. And people are in la la land and and they're in confusion and they're putting on their faces and all this kind of stuff. And I just was referencing the noose, as well. The Spirit told me months ago to pay attention to phonics, because everything's a vibration as well. And I'm not going to get into all that because it's really deep stuff. It says addictive behavior and destructive emotional habits. That's that aggressor that keeps coming out on that Knight of Swords. That aggression. That person that, oh, I got a new idea here. Oh, well, no, it's got to be this way. And if you don't do it their way, they're going to have a cow. And we know who that is. It's a Leo. It's a Leo that has a moon there in an air sign. It's also a sun in Pisces. It's also a Virgo connected to this stuff as well. Destructive emotional habits. Unrealistic attempts to appease depression through debauchery. I've used that word debauchery on this channel with those air signs. We're also talking about a Gemini who's got a sun in Gemini, male and female. There's a lot of people involved in this. There's a lot of people. And it's not just society, but there's a lot of people that is involved in this that has been connected to my family. Also represented self-compassion, breakthrough patterns of delusions, and identifying worthy goals and desires for the positive part of that. Okay, well, what I just seen in this TAW and this information that was given to me by DEA, supposable an agent who contacted me and was talking to me and told me not to say anything. I'm not supposed to say anything. Well, I don't know that person from nothing, and I don't trust anybody. So, you know, unless you can, you know, that person wanted my social security number, and I was like, I don't even know you, and I could tell I was being recorded. I could tell I was being recorded because when I was talking, I could hear the echo. That T-A-W read the other way. W-A-T-S-O-N read the other way. We got the noose, ta. Watson. Marking a spot for sacrifice. I'm not to be sacrificed. The Piscean is the sacrifice, not me. She's brought the confusion. Okay? I will not be sacrificed. My Father's name is on me. There's already been a sacrifice done. Once and for all. Stated that they were going to contact me the next day. I never got another phone call from this person. They're going to issue me another Social Security card. And today I woke up with that Social Security, my Social Security card number running through my head, and it goes right back to this crap here. And I asked them, I was like, what's going on here? And they said that that for the last couple of days I had been being watched, and that they realized that I wasn't somebody, whatever, some kind of criminal act with my, somebody rented a car, and they found it in Texas, and there was blood in it, and they were trying to figure out because it was attached to my name, and all this stupidness. Okay, well, first of all, if you really were some type of a true agent, I think you would have been able to allow me to reach you, because as soon as I said the name murder, or I said murder, they hung up. Well, that also happened with the first lady that called. Actually, what happened was on my other phone, that nobody has that phone number, but somebody has tapped into my stuff, right? Got this automated phone call stating that, I don't remember what all it said. Basically, I was just like, what? About my Social Security card. So I called it on this phone and got a hold of, I don't know what her ethnicity was, but she was a lady that I talked to, and I had saying to her some of the things that had happened to me. And when I said something about knowing about murders, she hung up the phone, or we got disconnected. So I called back, and this Watson person answered the phone. Now, he sounded Mexican. Sounded Mexican to me. Okay, just saying, if I had to choose an ethnicity of who what he sounded like, he sounded Mexican. And which, that's amazing in itself, because spirits reminded me of something. God, this thing is so ridiculous. I spoke to this Mr. Watson, who told me about the last couple of days I had been being watched, and they know that I wasn't, that I was innocent and all this stuff, that that they were going to issue me a new Social Security card number and put me in some kind of protection program. Well, I'm already protected, baby. I don't need a Social Security card from this country if they're going to treat me like crap. I don't know who these people are, but I'm not a sacrifice for no one. I will not lay on an altar. I will not shed my blood for no one. I don't know the stupid, crazy people. Cannibalism in this. I'm not some kind of rat for some kind of stupid ass snake that they think they are. You're not a fucking animal. You're crazy in your fucking head. Do we have, months ago, that's when I was still singing and writing and stuff, and there was some music, maybe about a year and a half ago. Hell, I don't know. Time just got away from me anymore. But I think I've shared this before on this channel, and my thing's going to go off, so if I have to do another video, damn it, I will. But something was running through my spirit, and the spirit said the whole world gone crazy. But I sung it. It was a rhyming line that was coming through my spirit. And the whole world has went crazy around me. I have shared on here that I've talked to my children. It's just like they're not even there. Where did everybody go? Is there anybody upright? Everybody's afraid of this tower and afraid of the truth coming out. Well, that's the very thing that's going to set you free. Speak the truth. Quit hanging people. You bloodthirsty men. Organized crimes. Where are the upright people? When are they going to take care of these highfalutin people that won't do the true job to protect the people? And I do think those who have been protecting me in secret, I thank you. My God, I thank you. I know that the Spirit has His hand over you to do that for me, man, I'm going to reward you when I get out of this stuff. And when my fortune comes back to me, those who the Spirit tells me to reward, that you're going to get a big reward from me, baby. Thank you. Thank you for your service. But you wicked ones out there, you're going to be the ones that hang. You've never seen a hanging like what's coming. Victim 1958 is something that this person gave me. What these people here at this apartment complex dealt with. California. All the dump eaters. Because the river's dumping now into the ocean all the crap that they put the good people of America through. Let the underdog speak today. May the wicked be chained. Pay attention, you people around you, what's being said, what's not being said, because there are people camouflaged around you. And they're only camouflaged because they're afraid to get caught, and they're already caught. The Spirit sees it. Victory for the truthful. It's a forcible overthrow today. Thanks for listening.